In this video, I'm going to explain step by step how to use Playground AI, which is one of the best image generators, especially for designers. It's an incredible product with some features that make it really special. I'm absolutely convinced this tutorial will be useful to you, so let's dive in. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna do this with the free plan of Playground, but I would recommend if you're a designer and you're gonna use this tool a lot to get the Pro plan. Here it is, unlock your creative potential with Pro, generate up to 100 images every 3 hours, access the full library of high quality templates, upscale image and remove backgrounds with ease, and you can use your creations commercially. It's $15 a month, and if you're a designer, I think it's probably worth it. But if you're not and you just want to play with it a little bit, just stay on the free plan. We're gonna do this complete tutorial on all the basic features. Okay, so what's really fun is that we have all of these, different ways of doing designs here. We have logo, t-shirt, social media post, art, poster, mobile wallpaper, mockups, stickers, cards and invites, seamless patterns, memes, monograms, and ebook covers. We're gonna try the ebook cover because I think it's really innovative. So let's try it. Okay, so the first thing we see is all these different templates for ebook covers. And it's super cool, right? Like it also helps you to brainstorm what type of cover you want to use. Okay, so let's pick this one, Late Night Poems, right there, by Danilo. Okay, so what we're gonna try to do is change first the title of the book, then the author's name, and then the colors, because I really like the design, but I want to change the colors. So first, the software asks you, what do you want to change? So we're gonna try to change the text of the book to the best book. If I ever publish a book, it's gonna be called like that. The best book you've ever read. Probably. In fact, can we add that? That's a great name for a book, dude. The best book ever. Probably. Okay, so it didn't understand my prompt, so what we're gonna do is go to the last one that was relatively great and replace. You can see one of the options here, you have add, change text, change, and replace. So let's replace by Danilo with probably. You can see how it's coming together, and I love the design, and I love the interrogation sign there. That's great, dude. That's super creative. Okay, so what I want to do now is change the colors to something more bluish. So change all white color to light blue and all black color to dark blue. Okay, so it changed the thing way too much. So let's go back and try to do another prompt. I want to change the color, the black to dark blue. Let's try that. The thing is, it doesn't follow that well complicated prompts, but simple prompts, there you go, right? It's beautiful. Okay, so let's now change the white for light blue. Okay, so it went too far again. Let's see if my grammar, it doesn't recognize as my grammar. Change the white to light blue. Wow, dude. You see, that's what I mean. If you do the prompt right, you get this. This is beautiful. I might pursue this, dude. I might be an author, and my first book will be called like this. The best book, probably. First of all, we're gonna export this because I really like this one. The best book, probably. We're gonna download it. Save image as. Yeah, to downloads. It's perfect. And we can either remove the background. This is especially for images where there's a subject, or upscale the image. And this is with the Pro plan though. By the way, mid-tutorial we had to buy the Pro plan because, to do what we wanted to do, it's necessary. So yeah. Okay, so another cool feature of Playground is the apply style feature. I can see this is our original one, the one we created. But we have all of these, different styles that we can change. So for example, if we wanted to change it to this, the best book probably, I don't know, yeah. So there you go, you can play with all of them. This software is extremely cool. If you want to do a logo, for example, you'll have all of these different, So we actually need a logo for AI for marketers. I was thinking something with an animal. I don't know what vibes I gave, animal vibes. I think something dangerous. Like this panther, for example. Okay, let's change the panther thing. Replace panther with Samuel. Let's try that. I could be a panther, dude. Yeah. I would be, yeah. Dude, look at that. That's great, right? That's amazing. It took less than a minute. And you can see the style there, the style of Samuel, like the words are like in the same style that as Panther. So for logos, for designs, for posters, for ebook covers, this is a tool you need to use. Okay, so here's the more advanced part of Playground. What we have here is a board. We can play with different types of images and styles. So I'm gonna show you how to play with it. Okay, so this is a super cool part. We have the presets, which are templates for creating images. So we have realistic portraits or fantasy worlds. We're gonna pick realistic portrait, and then we're gonna say a 25-year-old brown hair white guy running on a marathon. Okay, because I really wanna go to a marathon, so yeah, I wanna see myself there. And what we can play with here is the aspect ratio. So basically, do we want it vertical, landscape, square, etc. We're gonna do 4:3. First is the prompt guidance. Prompt guidance is basically how much you want your prompt to influence the final image. So how creative you want the AI to be. You want it to follow your instructions and create an image exactly the way you're picturing it. Then you would need a lot more of prompt guidance. But again, if you're doing that, try to be as specific as possible with your prompt. If not, if for example, you're doing the same thing I'm doing, a short prompt, just leave the prompt guidance low. Then we have the speed and quality option. I recommend this to go as far as 70. And then we have the refinement option, which is how detailed you want your image to be. So let's put this on 15. Here you have image to image, and we want the portrait of the 25-year-old brown hair white guy running a marathon to be similar to me, right? Because I want to picture myself, running on a marathon and winning it. The image strength option is basically how similar you want the portrait to be to your original image. We're gonna leave it on 38. And then we have the number of images we want Playground to generate each time we press create. We have the expand prompt option. That's letting the AI improve the prompt. So we're gonna leave that activated. And then we have the advanced settings, which is what model are we gonna use? We have Stable Diffusion XL, which is an open source model. We have Playground 2.5 and Playground V3, which is in beta right now. Then we have negative prompts, exclude from image, right? So anything that you don't want the image to look like, you can write there. The seed number is an option to relate your new image to an old AI generated image. So each picture Playground creates has a seed number attached to it. So let's say you create a character and the seed number of the character is 1, 2, 3, but in a different position, you would want to use that seed number 1, 2, 3 in this new prompt, so that it's the same character but just with a different prompt, with a different position. Then we have the sampler that is for you if you want to generate different details. I wouldn't play with it if you're not super advanced on designing things with AI. And here you can control the traits. If you create a trait, basically it's another prompt. So for example, if I want my image to be black and white and I put it as a trait, everything is gonna be black and white. So it's like a part of a prompt that is going to have much more importance over the other parts of the prompt. But okay, too many options. We don't need most of them. Let's go to create. Okay, so there we have it. My face isn't similar at all to this thing, but again, the image strength wasn't that high. So that's pretty cool. This one looks a bit more like me. And you can see different styles. Okay, we wanted to go from this to something more similar to mine. I'm gonna put my image strength in 54 and I'm gonna say here 25-year-old guy running a marathon. Oh, and we also changed the presets to a fantasy world, so it's gonna be different. It's not gonna be photorealistic. Okay, so there we have it. It's kind of similar to what I look like. No, dude, not at all. But you can see the change of the preset. It follows the same structure as my image here, right? Like you can see it, I'm like this. So that's pretty cool. So that's amazing. You can also expand here to see all of your creations and play with the with all the software and all the presets, right? For you, if you want to create a preset, let's say I want to create a Sam preset, you could have like a automatic prompt, a filter, an expand prompt, an exclude from image, everything like we just discussed, but you have it like as a preset, so that each time you're generating something, it will look the way you want it to look. This is actually a super innovative product. The founder is super active on on Twitter. So if you have any feedback, I would recommend going there and letting them know what you want. This is super cool. I'm gonna probably publish that book and have a new logo now. So this is it. If you have any other recommendations or products you want us to try, leave it in the comments. I'm gonna be responding and reading every single comment on every single video for a year. I'm making that commitment, so I want you to go there if you see this.